If you guys need anything grinded in my team, whether it's online or offline, be sure to hit up Rose NBA. The link to his Twitter will be in the description down below. 100% reliable, so be sure to go hit him up now. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2k, and today, man, I'm bringing you guys a video talking about how you guys can go ahead and dominate clutch time here. Now, you guys can see my record on the side, 97-26, really isn't that great when you look at it like that. But on the flip side of things, I mean, I obviously play every single game of clutch time on stream, and you guys know, I would say probably about 15, or we'll just say 16 for like OCD reasons, probably have come from me winning games and people quitting and me getting losses. It happened a lot last season, which is really annoying, but it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing you can obviously do about it. But other than that, though, the thing about clutch time is, like, it's really, like, the thing is it's on a really low difficulty. So a lot of stupid shots go in and a lot of dumb animations do happen. And I know that does kind of push a lot of people away from the mode, but I'm here to show you guys how you guys are going to be able to go ahead and dominate your way through clutch time. If you guys actually remember too, and if you guys do keep up with the streams and everything, or last season, I actually did go on like a 30-something game win streak as well, kind of using these tips and everything like that. So trust me, like I said, clutch time is a good mode, and there is a lot of good rewards that is definitely worth grinding for. So again, if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor and kill that like button. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to consider hitting that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, before we get into anything that has to do with like the teams or anything like that, the number one thing I'm going to tell you guys to do is just go ahead and turn off vibration, trigger effect, and your shot meter. Now, I know a lot of people kind of do like to play with their shot meter on, but I'm here to tell you guys that it's really not a smart idea to play with your meter on. The reason why is that when you do shoot with your meter on, it does kind of like you actually get a boost for shooting with your meter off, and a lot of people still don't know that. So I mean, even if you're not the best with shooting with your meter off, I still do recommend it, because honestly, you're going to get more of a boost anyway, so you might as well go ahead and get an extra boost with your shot meter off. Now, obviously, that is what freestyle is for as well, so if you're not really the best, go into freestyle and practice your jump shots that way. Now, getting into the actual mode here, obviously, if you have a team like this, it's going to be pretty easy to go ahead and win. Now, if you do play on next gen, I'm going to let you guys know right now, Luka is your best friend. This card is literally going to hand you win after win after win after win after win. Trust me, like, I mean, it really just comes down to obviously Luka being that top guy still on next gen. Now, I am on my no auction house account, so normally what I would do is actually use a different team and show you guys, you know, there are different players that you guys can go ahead and still use these tips to go ahead and win with. And I'm gonna still try to do that, obviously, by dumbing down my team just a little bit here with free cards and stuff like that. So first off, we do have Ja Morant. Ja is still a very solid PG that really, again, like I said, if you have the option to use Luka, or if you are on current gen and you have the option to use MJ, I do highly recommend you obviously using either one of those. If not, you guys still have a lot of good budget options in this game. De'Aaron Fox is still really solid. John Wall is still really good as well. A lot of different PGs that have come out in this game are definitely good options that you guys can use at the one. But really, the way to succeed in clutch time, I really feel like comes within these three players right here. Now, the reason why I say this is because these three guys are mainly the guys that are going to be playing defense for you. They're going to be, you know, jumping passing lanes, and they're also going to be running the break 9 times out of 10. And these are going to be like the heart of your lineup that you guys really need to make sure that you guys do have a good trio with. Vince Carter is a free card, so I am going to leave him in this lineup. He is still very solid, and you guys definitely should have grinded for him. If you guys don't have him, though, there is still a ton of other good options that you guys could have either grinded for or you guys can still get for cheap. Prime example is RJ Barrett. RJ and Cam Reddish are two guys that you guys can still use at the 2 and the 3 position. So if you guys don't have Vince, you don't have Kobe, RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, those two guys, perfect players to go ahead and use on the wing. So those two guys, I mean, there's obviously other players that you guys can go ahead and use, but I highly recommend using those two at the top. I mean, just going ahead and looking at some other collections really quick. The zero gravity set. Aaron Gordon, I'm going to talk about in a minute, but he is actually still a really solid option that I think people are definitely sleeping on. Josh Smith is a very good option as well that you can run at the 3 or the 4. I do really recommend running Josh Smith at the 4, but you can still get away with running him at the 3 if you guys still did want to. But like I said, those players are very solid. In this set, after you evo them, I mean, Scotty Barnes is a very good option as well. I know people may not look at him as a budget card, but he is still a very solid card that is a buy now, so I do really recommend getting him. Big O is a very solid PG as well for playing clutch time, so if you guys wanted a taller point guard, Big O is your guy as well. Going through this, I mean, Chauncey is a good option. Eddie Curry, I'm going to get into in a minute, but a lot of good wings are definitely in this game for you guys to go ahead and use. Even a guy like Anthony Davis at the 2 is a solid option. Ben Wallace is a solid option. Mobley, if you want to use him. Either way, a lot of these guys are really good wing players that you guys can go ahead and use to get yourself some easy stops and everything like that. Now, again, getting back into the lineup here, your big man is very important as well. I was going to say it's going to pop up. The reason why I say this is because your big man is obviously the guy that is going to shut down the most annoying offense, I think, in the game. And that is that offense of taking a very bad shot, getting the offensive rebound back, and then just kicking it out for a wide open 3. So you need to make sure that you have a center that can go ahead and rebound the ball. Now, I actually kind of skipped over Aaron Gordon. All I'm going to say for the 4, same thing. A guy like Aaron Gordon or Josh Smith is perfect for this. Both of those guys are going to be very solid, wing players that play defense, but also rebound the ball as well. Another good option that you guys can go ahead and use is Jeremy Grant. If you were able to get him off of the Triple Threat online boards, I do really like him as well. Getting back to the center though, again, Shaq, obviously a really good player. Ralph Sampson is a guy that you can go ahead and use. He obviously snags a lot of rebounds. Big Z from last season's clutch time is really good. But also, if you're looking for a budget option, Kristaps is a really solid option as well. He can space the floor, and honestly, he's going to snag, he's going to block shots, and all that for you as well. So the reason why, I mean, Shaq is a guy that I use. I know he may not be able to stretch the floor for most people, but I can green pretty well with Shaq, and I actually really do like using him because normally when I do green, people do quit. So final little tip before we get into the actual game here that I'm going to show you guys is whatever active lineup you guys use is what, coach you use as well. And that's really important. Make sure you guys do have a good coach at this point. I mean, I'm on a no auction house account and I even have Monty Williams. So trust me, get at least the minimum of Monty Williams. +5 to 3 to ball handle to speed to perimeter defense is all really important. And that does actually apply to your clutch time lineup. Just because I know people are going to say, oh, I didn't grind for Ja, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to take him out of the lineup. I'm still going to put in Vince Carter, though, just because Vince still is that guy, and I do really like Vince, so I'm going to just leave him in. But this is the team I'm going to run. I'm going to show you guys the tips that I'm going to be using this team. So we're going to just load up right into a game here. Nothing else. I'm not going to hide anything or anything like that. Now, 2 things I'm going to clarify as we get into this. I never do settings in clutch time, ever. Literally ever. The reason why is because I don't believe clutch time is that serious. And what I mean by that is, like, I genuinely don't think clutch time is serious enough to go through and do a bunch of settings. If you are going to, though, I completely understand it because corner drops and everything are very annoying and everything like that. So I'm going to be honest with you. I understand if people do it. Now, the first thing I do when I get into clutch time games, you guys are going to see, I'm going to click L1. I'm going to icon my way over to my shooting guard, and that is going to put RJ Barrett onto the PG for the next time down the floor. The reason why I go ahead and do that is because you obviously do want to have a better switch down below, or not down below, but you want to have a better switch on that primary ball handler. As John Wall gets me a nice little steal, we're going to pass this up to Vince for an easy green bean 3. So again, L1 on the controller, you're going to icon whoever you want to go ahead and play on the PG. And you guys can see I have RJ Barrett, who does have a little bit more length. That is normally the spot I do have Kobe Bean Bryant in. So you guys can obviously see that now it's going to be RJ Barrett. He's going to kick out for a nice little 4. And okay, I was going to say, I was expecting him to shoot a 3. I shot it like a 3. That's on me. I should have just agreed there. But look, good defense right there again from RJ. We're going to be a little patient here. We're going to look up the floor to see our options. Vince wide open in the corner again. Boom, easy 3. Now, getting into the defensive side of things, outside of putting your, primary defender on ball, the number one thing you guys want to do is, like, that's just a good green right there by my opponent. But I was going to say is you do not want to give up 3s. The reason why is because obviously you can go back and forth with 3s. And if you do that, you're going to end up kind of getting screwed over in the long run. It's really going to be whoever just misses that first shot. So you obviously, you obviously want to be looking for 3s on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, the 3 is the last thing you want to give up. Hit a nice little fading 3 right there with Vince Carter. which is obviously pretty good. So do not give up threes. And the only other thing I'm going to say, and now I know this is where people are going to be like, oh, well, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like, this isn't okay. Like, whatever. I'm not doing settings. I'm not really sweating. But however, the best defense you guys can run is a full court press. And funny, as I say that, my opponent goes into one as well. Again, whether you want to think it's sweaty or not, people are going to do it regardless. I'm telling you guys, running a full court press is the best thing you guys can do in clutch time. The reason why is because running a full court press gives your opponent a limited amount of time to run an offense in a half court set. So you basically kind of have to force up different things. You guys can see right there, I actually end up taking a bad shot, leaving me with only 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Now, again, that is a prime example of what I'm talking about. We're going to get open, bang home a nice little 4-pointer right there. I will take that. But again, going into a press speeds up your opponent, and it kind of gives them less time to work with in a half-court set. You guys can see we even get a nice little stop right there. Nice little bump steal. We're going to get Vince wide open again. Bang home another 3, and we are up 16-5. I'm not doing anything that the average player doesn't know how to do. I'm literally just showing you guys exactly what I am doing. I mean, again, we're going to get a good switch right here. That's a good shot by my opponent. Nice little step back, but hey, we get a good stop again. We're going to be patient. We're not going to rush the break. I actually hit the wrong button there. Aaron Gordon, easy jam in the paint. And you guys can see it is just a consistent flow of offense, and we're going up against a pretty good team here. Again, same thing. I'm playing that pretty well. He gets a good dunk. It is what it is, but we're still up 18-7. So breaking a full court press, I know it's going to be what a lot of people want to know how to do. A lot of people do go for the screen route, which I do think is the best thing to do. Just set a screen with whoever's inbounding the ball, run away from the screen, and you guys are going to see that the person that is like almost, I don't want to say is setting the screen, because sometimes it doesn't do it, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to be able to freeze your opponent, like for whatever reason. It happens literally all the time. But when you set that screen, whoever is guarding the person setting the screen just gets stuck. I don't know why, but it happens literally 9 times out of 10. You guys can see we're playing good defense here. And a lot of the time, I do actually play on ball in clutch time. I know like on ball is unheard of now, but I do actually play a lot of on ball when it does come to clutch time. You guys can see throughout this video that playing on ball is actually pretty smart in clutch time, because when you actually get a boost on the defensive end for playing on ball, as in getting bumps and everything like that. So if you're able to bump your opponent backwards, they're going to have even less time to try to get around you. So play on ball, bump them a little bit, click back off, and then they're going to be struggling trying to find offense. That's when you want to start playing the lanes and everything like that. And that's what's going to lead you guys to winning a lot more clutch time games and being able to dominate your way through. You don't need the best team in the game. You literally just need to read your opponent and read what they are doing. And if you can do that, you will succeed a lot in clutch time. I don't know if my man's just stalling me here or what's going on, but safe to say we got ourselves another win. My opponent ended up quitting, and we do actually get ourselves the win. But like I said, clutch time is a lot easier than I think people realize. I mean, yes, obviously, I know I'm obviously an above average player at this game. But the thing is, I'm telling you guys, clutch time is a lot about just, again, speeding people up, making them uncomfortable, and going ahead and dominating with a good budget team like this. So hopefully this video did help you guys out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, be sure to drop them down below. I do stream live every single day as well. So if you guys do ever want to ask questions, be sure to just pull up to the stream. It's a really good way for me to answer them and everything like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, peace.